What's up, guys? Vince right here. And yeah, welcome back to VinzTalk, where I discuss about certain things, talk about the news, or basically talk about updates happening either in my life or on the channel. And it's one of those videos, one of those days where I had to talk about something that I know that I didn't like that happened to my channel that pretty much just had to happen. And out of all days, it pretty much happened yesterday. So we're about to get into that. We're about to get into some news, and also some gaming stuff, which there was supposed to be a huge list of gaming stuff, but I completely forgot. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a couple things, but this is enough topics for me to actually last the whole entire podcast by discussing with you guys. Hopefully, I'm hoping the sound of the AC doesn't bother you much. I always try to make this isolated through my voice, in a sense, That's why I don't record with a fan or AC on usually, but it is so freaking hot here that I just had to actually have the fan or something. Also, many prayers to the people in Hawaii. I know they're dealing with the wildfires over there. I heard there's like something going on, like either south of California, there's like a little hurricane or whatever. I don't know what that is. Yeah, just crazy things are happening. Usually, I just don't know if it's happening or not because everything just feels calm here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there is gonna be something going on later tonight as I'm recording this, but I don't freaking know. Right now it's just hot as hell. So, anyways, yeah, a YouTube update, something that we're just gotta get into the meat of it, I guess. Yeah, one of my videos got a warning, not a strike, a warning. If anything, I'm good. I feel like if that video was successful and I was monetized, then it would be basically devastating a bit because I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna have the money. How am I gonna pay the AdSense for this? But luckily, it's just like a good old regular video. But the thing is that it's from that awkward magic, and it was warned and pretty much removed from YouTube because of sex and nudity, and there was literally no nudity. The thing is that I'm just surprised that YouTube finally got to this through me. Not saying that I'm cheering for them for like, oh yeah, I got a warning, yay. No, I'm just surprised this happened because the thing is that if you look at some of the boyfriends episodes or boy girlfriend, yeah, there could be some stuff that is very explicit and sensual in some cases, especially boyfriends, a lot of skin showing. But how did this happen in that awkward magic, in those kind of videos? Like, because there's no nudity at all. If anything, there's no nudity allowed on Webtoon. Every Webtoon doesn't really, yes, there's certain jokes or certain comments within some of these, but the thing is that there is a golden rule in a terms of service within their platform because 90% of my content is Webtoon related. Therefore, there is no nudity allowed in that platform. Which means there shouldn't be any nudity at all in this video, which there isn't. I checked. I know. And if you can go check it out, you can go to webtoon.com, go to what is it? The Webtoon is called That Awkward Magic. Go to the Halloween special, the recent ones. There is no nudity. There's some kissing, there's some flirting, there's some wet kissing and stuff like that. And that's just it. The thing is that that's a lot of times. Now this worries me, Now I'm worried. I'm just like thinking about the amount of videos that I have in my channel that could almost portray it as nudity. The thing is I believe it's the thumbnail that kind of caused it. That basically just, signaled one of the freaking bots because I guarantee you, I doubt it was a human being that actually saw this. And yeah, I just saw the video and I was like, yeah, this is nudity, and boom, just hits the remove the video, just button or whatever. Just hit the button to remove the video and now it's not there anymore. And then I got a warning, which is better than a strike. It's better than a strike. I would be very concerned. That means a good amount of my videos or a good amount of stuff from that awkward magic would be gone. And the thing is that I'm worried that it might go there. It could have been a strike. It could have been like 3 warnings. Because if you get 3 warnings in that one video, it will strike the video, and that will count as a strike in your channel, which is something that I'm not trying to have because I don't want that. and I cannot always rely on Webtoon to actually help me remove the videos, because sometimes it's gonna work, sometimes it doesn't, and that's the thing. I really am hoping that I don't really make YouTube as my everyday job. I don't see it that way. Here's the thing about, and another update, on an update, like you're getting double updates here, that I'm studying, I'm taking like a business course, and hopefully that would actually land me a job out of here. It pays good money, and I'm really hoping that I land an intern for that. So, and that's something in the future foreseeable. It's not for a while, but the thing is that I don't really see myself at all working in YouTube as I usually wanted to. I do see myself like, doing big things on YouTube. I really want to keep this number, and I don't want to have another, a third, and I mean a third termination in this channel, in this platform. I'm tired of getting like strike and terminated. Even for one small thing like a warning already scares me, already makes me nervous, because I'm just like, is it this gonna be a common thing gonna happen? I could be recording, and my channel could be gone right now as I'm speaking right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. All that hard work, all the videos. The thing is, what's really heartbreaking about my first termination is that I lost so many videos that I have childhood, fonts over. And because I started YouTube a long time ago, I've been doing this for years, since 2014. And now here I am as an adult, that I can't get those childhood memories back. I can't get those memories of like, how did I, when I started YouTube, or how I, got into this. I couldn't get any of those back because they're just gone. Those my first ever gameplay, aka my first ever video that I have done with, my friend Stefan back in those days. Yeah, that's gone. That's what's so heartbreaking about it. I don't mind getting strike or whatever, or with the termination. If anything, I just want my old videos. It's like you fired me, but all my stuff, including my wallet, my phone, could be at my freaking cubicle. Yet you're firing me. Like, yeah, we're gonna fire you, Vince. But also you can't get your stuff back, therefore you can't return. I'm like, what are you talking about, boss? Let me get my stuff back. And then you got security just bashing me out the window. Just literally bashing me out the window. That's what it feels like. Freaking screw YouTube for that. Absolutely screw YouTube. Because, I still hate this platform to this day. But it's like a hate and love relationship, because the fact that I've been terminated, and here I am struggling to be, Webtoon ambassador, and, it's just trying my best to actually make amends of like what I'm trying to do. Life is just throwing me these freaking haymakers that I didn't ask for, yet the scars is still on my, on my face till this day, because I still remember those moments, and it suck. And that's why anything small happened to my channel, whether it's a small warning or strike, it's not a small thing. It's not something to really worry, it's something to, for me personally, I try not to worry about it. But I can't help myself. I am going to worry about it, because I don't want to lose you guys. I don't want to lose my audience over some silly video. I wish that YouTube can just say like, hey, we think this video is inappropriate. We would like you to delete it. Yes, sure. I will delete the video. Just freaking tell me. Just don't take down my channel. All my hard work that I put in this channel, don't take it down. Oh, some people will say it's either hard work or not. The amount of videos that I put in here, the amount of like, stuff. Here's the thing. I don't get paid to YouTube. What you like, I'm not even supposed to work this hard. And yet here I am struggling already. If anything, I probably, waste a lot more money making videos than I am actually just, making them, or just making any at all money, because I just make none. Just none, okay? That's why I just don't see myself as a YouTuber for this long. Unless there's a freaking miracle, like some big company like, hey, Vince, we got your back or something. That's just wishful thinking. And it is what it is, Pretty much, yeah, the video, and now, from now on, that's why I age restrict the boyfriend's video, because that also has like little, not nudity, because nudity is not allowed in Webtoon. It has more skin compared to the, that awkward magic, and I age restricted. So apologies if you can't see the video. Apologies if you're younger then like 13 or something or 18, I forget, that you can't watch the video. Listen, it's YouTube's fault. It's not my fault. It's YouTube's fault because I'm just, I love making content. But if this is a, something like this happens, I have to make changes. If any one of my boyfriend's videos or any videos got strike, that means the whole entire channel, or at least half of the videos in the channel, has to be on pause, aka privated. Because guess what? There's gonna be like, that's basically the same thing. Like I heard, like, and this is another thing of an update that I have. The Six Sense Kiss videos, those are now privated. Why? Because YouTube put those videos on Daily Pass, and it could be a hazard for, getting a strike because Daily Passes for YouTube vids is not allowed on the channel. And I don't know if Webtoon might strike me for that. And I don't want Webtoon to strike me. Again, they literally, my first strike was from Webtoon, and I don't want them to actually do it a third time. I just don't want that to happen. I just don't, okay? And maybe it's not Webtoon, maybe it's some companies behind Webtoon and stuff like that. Whatever it is, I gotta get rid of, that's the hard thing. There's gotta be some series in this channel that sadly has to disappear because of the safety of my channel, because I don't want to lose all this hard work that I've been doing for years. It sucks. YouTube is not as fabulous as you think it is. If anything, it's draining mental wise, and it gets me, like, it doesn't really get, like, I love actually, reacting and stuff like that, but the other process for making these videos, it sucks. And I get low viewership. Like, I don't know how bad it is now because I try not to look at that, but it's not getting any better in this channel. Okay, I can tell you that much. It's just crazy, I just don't know what to do. I have another channel, and I mean another channel that actually gets lower view rates, aka my second channel. Let me just put this in. I just want to put this in for actually better hold. Yeah, there we go. And there's another channel I have that actually just, it gets lower view rates and stuff like that. It has like only 100 views, 100 subscribers, aka my other channel. And I barely ever upload anything at that channel because what's the point? I don't get paid for any of this. I could literally, miss an entire year of that channel and not worry about it for a day. Compared to this channel, at least I get some love. At least I get some comments, some support and stuff like that. But the other channel, yeah, there's literally this point where I'm just like, I'm just tired of this channel. Like, I don't know, or just not posting anything because I don't care. I'm thinking of actually switching it up and change it to something else, or just the same old thing. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, that's my update for YouTube. Not a happy update, but it is what it is. Next is some news. So basically, last time I talked about the whole Doja Cat thing, or at least that was like 2 weekends ago. I forgot. But she is just savage out here, just, wanting everyone to actually unfollow her or stuff like that. And it's a sad thing. But now she came out and says something after she lost followers. If anything, I don't understand who follows Doja Cat, but I get it. Her music is really good. But at the same time, she is just such a ignorant person. Like, it's just insane that she's just not this grateful. Never showing any gratitude for any fans right now when it comes down to, especially now, just not caring about anyone that unfollows her. If anything, she wants people to unfollow her. She wants people to unfollow her. And this kind of proves this. She said something like, oh, there's something in me is now taken off. Like, she said it as like a good thing. And, she's basically saying the way I word it, because I forget her wording via Twitter or Instagram. I have no idea where she posted this. This was like a few days ago, and I only saw this on the No Jumper News, that she said something like, a load off me, just, like, I feel more healed since I lost all these followers, which immediately I'm like, yeah, she's definitely gonna lose now a tons of followers. And I'll go back to, like, if anything, it's probably not gonna affect much because there are some hardcore Doja Cat fans that still ride with her. It's like being friends with somebody that you're like, yo, you're the dopest, and then, that person just doesn't want any friends. Like, just get away from me. Like, what you doing here? Including you. And then you're still friends with the person. Like, yeah, you're funny, man. Yeah, I know we're just still friends. I know. It's like that. It's like that following with Doja Cat, which, she doesn't want followers. She doesn't want any of this, and she literally admits it. It's insane. Uh, but yeah, I just can't understand. And the reason why I talk about this is that I can't understand anybody, whether you have a small or a big following. You gotta be thankful, at least something. I get it. Some people are just not thankful, especially if you have like 300 followers. I totally get it. You're probably like, yeah, 300, like it's probably my parents or something, like, or family members, or just like it's probably just some random spam accounts or something. You don't need to be thankful. I get it. But when it comes down to 300, 1,000 people, at least just have some gratefulness. Some, like, oh, thank you guys, or for everything, whether it's like for business or for yourself, whether you're like an entrepreneur or just like, an underground artist or something like that. That you have to show some gratitude. I feel like it's just ungrateful just not showing any of that. Just like, at least there has to be some video, at least something to say thank you, or at least in the comments or whatever, just the thought of it. Anyways, next up, I heard about this whole news surrounding about Linus Tech Tips, which it's a channel I heard about. I do look at them time after time. I'm not really sub to a lot of tech channels because I'm poor and I don't want to feel bad of not owning like the newest iPhone, the newest freaking iPad. I refuse to ever be subscribed to any of these channels when it comes to tech. It's not that I don't like them. I'm just poor. I am not going freaking looking at something like I can't own or whatever. I get it. Like, oh, snap, the newest PlayStation. You think I'm going to afford that? If the freaking PlayStation 6 came out, you know how much money that is? It's going to be half of like anyone's mortgage here. Any of my family's mortgage. Like, I'm not rich. Okay, maybe if I had some crazy income or something like that, if anything, it's just full on marketing. It's marketing. This is what these channels are. It's just marketing. I'm not talking crap about them. I like, Marquise Brownlee. I like, Austin like Emmons. I think that's his name. And, I like Unbox Therapy. These tech channels. But the thing is that I don't want to watch them. I don't. I know it's different. Like, I do watch a lot of like emulation handheld channels, like Etta Prime, and also I'm subscribed to Bob Wolf. Like, he has, like showcasing, like, oh, check out this new emulation device or anything. But when it comes down to an actual authentic device from a big corporation, nah, I'm good. I'm not getting like the newest like freaking gamepad from Samsung or whatever. I'm totally good. Okay, I'm not dealing with that. But yeah, Linus Tech Tips basically is, being one of those channels, is getting backlash for the amount of treatment that he has shown to his workforce, which is like, it's a bit surprising because I wouldn't imagine Linus Tech Tips in that way, like as toxic, like I'm talking about like, the workplace. Remember the news about the workplace that happened in Blizzard, creators of World of Warcraft and Diablo. Yeah, it's kind of almost like that, like, the workforce, and also like accusations of harassments that Linus has been doing to his own work employees or something like that, and people are coming out on the video talking about this or whatever. And there's a whole bunch of stuff, but I wasn't interested to really seek it true because it just didn't really resonate at all of anything that I cared about, I guess. I don't know. And I'm sorry to like to put that on, but I genuinely like, I just heard news about it. I just heard this about it. Okay. Sucks, but I got nothing to add. I'll leave it to the professionals. I'll leave it to the professionals. They got a better say than me, okay? I don't know what I want. Next up, let's talk about, it's not news, but it's something to speculate that a lot of people are somewhat talking about because it's surrounding a bigger creator. Boogie2988 pretty much has a girlfriend. And I'm pretty sure from seeing this, I literally saw, like, I watch Boogie time after time. I'm subscribed to him. His reaction with Kid behind the camera, they're kind of fun. I'm going to be honest. There's some videos that in there that makes me want to go to the South and just hang out. You know what I mean? And he just seems like a generally good person to hang with. Even though I usually don't hang out with anyone like, like pretty much 3 times my age. Um, but I like his videos. I really do. And I've been subscribed to him for so long. But now this sort of like thing came up about his like girlfriend. I'm just like, ugh. And it's not the thing that came up. It's just that he's now revealing his girlfriend, but the girlfriend is like 18 and Boogie's like almost 50. So yeah. Listen, I get it. She's an adult. Not really, let's be honest. Okay, she's a freaking toddler, if anything. But 18 or 20, it's either one of those age ranges. The thing is that she is below 21. And way too young. Way too young. Like, I wish Boogie chose somebody that's at least like, I don't know, 30 something or 40, like his age. But I'm just like, why? Like, literally, this is your daughter now. This could have been your daughter. If Boogie showed up with this girl, and shouts to her. I don't know her name. I know that she has a cool like freaking panther tattoo, but literally this girl like that's also like white, just like Boogie. If Boogie said like, yeah, this is my daughter, my lost daughter, I'm like, oh snap, okay. Well, I mean, who's the wife though? I was like, who did it? Okay, who got? I didn't know you had custody for this, Boogie. But this is surprising. But no, it's not really the child. Obviously, it's the freaking girlfriend. Boogie has a girlfriend, but in the age that of listen, I know anybody can have a girlfriend, and even if you're like freaking 70. Shouts to you. You're holding on strong. You have a girlfriend. Okay, you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, and you're holding on for dear life. But the thing is that she's too young. That's extremely a long age gap. There's been conversations of like different age gaps, like 20 dating at 60, dating at 50, and stuff like that. This like 20s is something different. Like I remember I hear the story about a girl that's 26, my age, and dating somebody that is like 49, which is still creepy, but it's like, oof. But then you stretch that a little bit longer, you're looking at freaking Boogie and his new girlfriend. And I'm just like, what is this? What is happening? Like, I don't know. It's just uncomfortable just to make me think. I'm happier for him, but I just don't know what to feel anymore. I don't know. I don't know. That it's just very questionable. Like, it's like, I don't want to know what the other details, but let's just, I'll just leave it at that. I'm just leaving it at that. I know, but at the same time, it's like, she's too young, man. Like, could have been anyone, like, the same age or something like that. Also, another news that just came up. Yeah, Chris Chan is now finally out of jail. That's just great. That's another thing to look forward to. Ain't that something? I don't know what's he about to do. Just keep the Fanta away from him. If you don't know who Chris Chan is, you are so freaking lucky. Whatever you do, do not look up and discover who this Val man is. Okay, it's a man, that's for sure. Is this like the amount of things that he has did? Not only what he did to his mother. Boy, did I was raised. If he's so lucky, he's not here in California. Okay, freaking backhand him. If I see him in the streets, some like Vince 18-year-old ish. Listen, 18-year-old me, I was a savage. Okay, I will literally go back to those years if I see this fool. And I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be like that type of guy. It's gonna be full on gang life if I see him. Like, are you kidding me? What are you doing here? I know what you did. We all know what you did. It's gonna be the EDP effect, okay? Like, you're getting called out for everything you did. And anything, like in this, I don't know even how old this person is. Like, holy crap. But the thing is that what he did, oh my God. Like, I just not gonna say it. If you never heard of Chris Chan, you're so lucky. But he's out of jail. He was supposed to be there longer, in my opinion. But I guess 2 years just roll right fast, It's like time is just moving too damn fast. Like, why are you outside? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's just, I just want to get that out of my chest. Anyway, speaking of getting my chest, I'm gonna get all this gaming out of my chest for some gaming news. So, the Xbox 360 store is announced to be closed down in mid 2024. Now, to that, I'm like, well, damn. There goes here comes the eShop effect, because it's not only Nintendo doing this, it's gonna be freaking every other gaming company, which makes sense, of course. I'm not saying like Nintendo is the only one that's gonna shut down their previous stores, like what they did with the eShop for the 3DS and also the Wii U, which I would argue there's so many other games there that are probably are lost and forgotten that would be make big bangers if they were remastered or have a part 2 of some sorts. I guarantee you. But now they gone. The amount of games, what is it, like 87% of games are just like missing? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, are you saying there's literally a whole entire galaxy of games that is just not shown to the world, that is just hidden underground, just not for anyone to see, just straight up like doesn't exist? That's crazy to me. That's like, what is going on here? And that's the thing about digital media, is that it's all digital and it's all gone, forgotten. The ones that are digital, the ones that are like, they're probably bangers. Okay, I remember digging into the PS Vita store because I was bored, I guess, and I remember there was like another Sly Cooper game. I kid you not. It's not Sly Cooper 5. It's a redo of some sorts, but in Bentley's eyes. If you know Sly Cooper, you know. And I was shocked to know that they have one. And I was like, where was this? And it's on the PS Vita arcade, which I'm guessing like, there's like certain games in like, the PSP or something, because I never had a PS Vita, but I always am curious about the amount of games that they have in there. I'm like, I never seen this before. And the PS Vita store closed down. There are so many games in that device that are probably not going to be seen. But I mean, there is ways to see it emulation wise. But the thing is that when it was in its prime time, there was probably a lot of indie games that are just like would actually be something for the future of like would benefit a lot. But now it being gone, it's like, well, there's no like point of it re-existing in today's standards, because they're just like straight up forgotten, because they're digital. And for the Xbox 360 store, I know this is not a surprise and this is an ongoing thing for some shots, but the thing is, and I know that there's probably going to be games available from the Xbox 360 store that is coming to the newer Xbox consoles. And also like, stuff that is, of course, emulation wise, that you can actually check them out, and online, free. But there's probably a large amount of games. That are never going to be seen at all, because they're just like, some are too small, some are too like, they don't have the rise compared to like Red Dead or Gears of War or something like that, and they're just gone forever. It's sad, but it is what it is. But it's not gonna be close until like middle of 2024. So yeah. Also, Gamescom is coming soon. I'm looking forward to what announcements that's gonna be. I heard it. Like, I'm just curious about like how big the venue is. Like, it has to be big enough, because it is the biggest like gaming convention out there. Also, updates on Skate 4. Pretty much saw the boardroom episode 4 for Skate 4, which is kind of funny. Even though they don't call it Skate 4, I'm gonna still call it Skate 4. Okay, you can stop me, but you can't stop me, because who am I? You don't know me. I'm gonna call it Skate 4. I'm just imagining if whoever works for Skate, like the developers or something, has like either a wife or a husband. It was like, hey, honey, how's Skate 4? And it was like, dearie, it's called Skate. Can you not? I'm trying not to get fired. This is the worst time to have a layoff. I was like, I'm sorry, but honestly, I just want to know how Skate 4 is doing. It's like immediately break up. I'm like, but yeah, some updates and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to play it. It's free to play. I can't wait to get my hands on the new Skate or Skate 4, because let me tell you, there's this boardroom got me excited for the different things you can do, like slappies. If you know skateboarding, you might know these tricks. Wallies, slappies, and different stuff. It could be better than Skater XL, and I'm looking forward to it. I finally might get my hands. And yeah, I've been playing Session, but it's not Skate 4. And also, this is Session on freaking Switch. It is crap. Okay, can I just do a small review of Session for the Switch? It is garbage. The frame rate is ridiculous. Freaking N64 games look better than this. What is this? I know it's known to be, but they have to put a freaking update. The creators of Session put an update for your Switch. I know it doesn't matter because it's the Switch. Who cares? But no, I care. I don't have a freaking PS5 or a top tier PC or something like that to play a newer or better Session. You think I have money like that? No, I don't. So I have to suffer having a freaking copy of Session on this cheap play on Switch. God. Anyways, but moving on, games I've been playing. Speaking of what I've been playing, Session is one of them, unfortunately. But I've been playing a whole bunch of fan games. I did a little small private stream for that for a video, and it's just some fan games from Sage, like the newest. I really want to check out that what is it, that new Knights game or something, and also the new Fragon game. I love Fragon. Pretty much playing on Switch. It's not bad. And also some newer 2D or 3D platformers. It's basically an whole entire platforming direct. Just all platformers. Just straight up all platformers. And yeah, pretty much I did a video, or at least a longer video of it. I also been playing Adore. The thing about the game Adore, I don't really like it much now, I realize. Because the moment, it's literally what is it? Pokemon roguelike? It's a cool concept of a game. But the thing is that my summons, or my 4 types of Pokemon, are basically, and I call them Pokemon because that's the only way to actually make sense to you guys that never heard about this game. And it is definitely an underground, a lot of people never heard about this game. And it's still underground. But there is some potential. The thing is that I wish there was a way to heal your monsters, because once they are cursed, because all my monsters are cursed, when they get attacked, you get attacked. And that is immediately a downfall of just dying quickly. In every level, just the most simplest things. I wish there's a way to heal them, but there isn't. And immediately I was like, yeah, I'm good. I enjoyed the game. I really want to progress more in the game, but it's this backfall is not doing good. And also Black Skylands, oh, it's so good. It's like Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag in Tears of the Kingdom, but on top-down mode. It is my most played game right now, and I really enjoyed most of it. But probably not gonna be soon. Not gonna last. When it comes down to my most played games, up until Bomb Rush Cyberpunk just announced. And if you grow up with Jet Set Radio and those kind of games, yeah, this is the newest that is kind of in that style. And I'm basically just excited for it, actually, just to play it. Already got my couple friends playing it, and they love it because, the culture of the game. Also has some breakdancing, mechanics to it, which is something that is very, very uncommon in gaming. Name a breakdancing game. None. Unless you are the real ones that you probably say, oh, B-Boy on the PS2. Yeah, but that's on the PS2. That's a long freaking time ago. And where's the new ones, right? So this is the closest one to actually having a new B-Boy game. And also has it has skateboarding, BMX, and graffiti, but because of that, I just really want to check it, and it's getting a lot of numbers. And animation, for the animation news, let's talk about it. So yeah, I'm going to SAC Anime Summer, SAC Anime Summer. Shoot, how does the wording go? Summer SAC Anime Summer. It's called SAC Anime Summer, but the weird thing is that it's in September, so it's is it summer? Does that still count as summer? I guess so, in California terms. But yeah, going to SAC Anime again, this is the first time I'm going to some event, but 2 times a year. It's crazy. I remember my parents are basketball fans. They go to the Warriors games. They only go we haven't been there for ages. I remember the last time I went to a Warriors game was when I was 18 or something, or 19, or just like, like aka like a decades, it feels like. But and like I never been there more than once. I have my brother that actually been to the Warriors for like, for like, 2 or 3 times, it feels like. Also, shout outs to him. Shout out to my brother. I know he's my stepbrother, but he's still my brother. Okay, I know when you hear the word stepbrother or step anything, you immediately get these ideas, and I know what you're freaking thinking. But there's actually people out there that has like step families. Okay, stepdaughter, step brother, stepson. It's not a freaking kink. Will you stop it? Why is that a kink? Anyways, but yes, it's his birthday yesterday, so a big shout out to him. And also, uh, it's for back to the Sac Anime, going there on Saturday of September 2nd. So if anyone's going, hey, I'll see you there. This is gonna be my last convention that I'm going for this particular year, or at least last event. I think my parents are beginning to be concerned about me about like going to these conventions a lot, which they shouldn't, because I'm an adult. I can do what I want. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go with Stefan, because last convention I went by myself, and I feel more comfortable actually going with someone. So I'm going with my boy Stefan. So we're gonna have a good time there. Also, news surrounding Ruby. I'm kidding. Actually, Ruby Tuber, surrounding Murder of Birds. He actually uploaded a video about his mental health and how is he really doing, and it's kind of worrying. It's sad to see this, and pretty much he like is going on about like now how he's not enjoying being a content creator, and also not enjoying life, which I feel like I could relate, because he's like he has like 100,000 subscribers. He can do well, like if he wants to make a good amount of videos that actually can make him a certain amount of money, or just be successful, or just be a YouTuber in general. Like, yeah, like he seems like it will almost seem like he's doing good, but he's not. Man, he's going through a lot. He made this video in his girlfriend's room and talking about like how his life is not happy, how why is there people following me? I feel like this is almost the same way like Doja Cat, except Doja is a complete douche when it comes down to people following her, because she's like, yeah, how about y'all F off? How about y'all get off my okay or something, or just like cussing at his fans, just being disrespectful. But not for Murder of Birds. At least he's respectful. At least, but he literally was just like figuring out like, why are you guys following me? Like that kind of deal. That kind of relation in some cases. I don't know. Like I saw that video and it was pretty sad. You can see in the video that he was almost tearing up, and he's going through life. And yeah, it just, it's kind of sad to see, any creator going through that at all. Maybe he needs a break, but I wouldn't know. I never met Boogie. He's one of my people that he actually was on the list for like people I want to interview. And I still want to interview a lot of people. That's probably going to be soon. Maybe next week you might get an interview or whatever. I don't know. Doing interviews is so out of my character, because it's something that I usually never ever do. But I mean, Murder of Birds, aka Arnold, was actually one of them. And hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's well soon. I mean, a lot of comments supporting him, but there's something maybe he needed. And I never thought, like, maybe it's because, when it comes down to YouTube and relying on that as a job, which I don't know if YouTube is his job or not, because YouTube is barely my job at all. Yet I do it. Me actually working towards for another job that I wanted to, that I'm doing in my life, especially in marketing, and something that I guess is more adult wise for, instead of relying on YouTube for like payments, I feel more fixed. Because, before that, I was like, man, I don't like doing these videos. I keep taking breaks, and if but the moment that something like this happens, like just taking a break, or actually just deciding to actually one day really take a bigger break off YouTube, sort of makes me happy. I feel like, this whole thing about like wanting to be famous or wanting to actually make more videos, more content, more music, or more art for your fans is beginning to be dried out in today's society. That's what it feels like, especially for these creators that I am familiar with, and the one that I follow, aka Murder of Birds. Like, I feel like that's what he's going through, and it's very telling. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Scarlett coming on Jazz. As all for this day's Vince Talk, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.